it is time for us to do what we came here to do in the first place today. It is the first Fright Power Hour of December, and you know what that means, friends. It's time for another safety meeting. Today's
we gotta keep you safe.
That's right, we gotta stay safe, Phil. Safety first and then teamwork, dude.
That's true.
You got it, man. You got it. Today's safety meeting is how to protect yourself from nuclear fallout and survive an atomic attack. Oh, this is a good one, too. This is a good one. And by the way, today's drinking game is going to be I want you to drink every time they give you a tip to survive that does not work in the least, man. Let's roll it. After total atomic annihilation.
When and how to protect yourself against it.
Oh, dee. What attributes make you special? That's pretty sweet footage of a mushroom cloud from back then.
Yeah, it is.
They're really laying it on. There's been no dialogue yet, Phil. They're just laying it on thick with the goddamn. I could have got a beer in this time.
It attacks us with nuclear weapons. Danger will come not just from blast or heat or nearby radiation effect.
Oh, yeah.
But also from fallout.
Dun, dun,
Fallout,
dun.
which may occur miles and miles away from the blast.
I mean, is it really like that? That looks like a snowstorm.
It looks like a snowstorm.
When they say nuclear winter, I don't think this is what they mean, Phil.
Yeah, we're talking about like shit falling out of the sky, like parts of cars and shit, right?
Yeah, is that what those white flakes are supposed to represent? Those are fenders, dude.
Somebody
needs to put the goddamn
fallout,
back in their motor and transmission.
What it is, how to detect it, and what to do to protect yourself against it. Everybody needs to know.
Consult your
Yes,
Vault Tech
this
documentation.
Does mean you.
That guy pointed to himself.
Watch and listen. One day, these facts may save your life.
I kind of doubt it, 50s,
What is this
to be
fallout,
honest.
anyhow? Just bits of radioactive fallout of the mushroom cloud of the nuclear explosion.
Yeah, again, these are fenders and body parts of children who were blown apart in the blast. And, feces, street sludge. It's sewage. It's sewage, basically.
Yeah,
is what
it's sewage.
It's gross, man.
You can take off all your clothes and hold them above your head.
That's right.
And settle on the ground.
Just let all that piss and shit and everything just flow over your body. It's more refreshing than you might think, Phil.
These bits of matter can be dangerous. You're exposed to some radiation every day, from cosmic rays or other natural sources of radiation.
That's accurate.
These exposures are too small to hurt you.
That's moderately accurate. Now, see, that's not right. That's not right because they didn't know about UV rays and shit yet at that time.
True.
They didn't know shit about skin cancer yet in 51. That's a big drink. That's going to be a big drink.
They definitely did if they put the cameraman right next to
When a
that blast
wartime
like
nuclear
Yeah, I feel like whoever took the stock footage of the blast, they definitely died of skin cancer at a bare minimum. I mean, their eyeballs might have just melted right out of their fucking faces, dude. Jesus.
Golly gee, my sunburn won't go
explosion
away.
occurs, a serious fallout follows. Thousands of tons of atomized
The
earth,
guy that filmed
building
this,
materials, rocks,
He's
and
dead
gases
now.
may be thrown into the air. And the mushroom cloud containing them.
And if nothing else, weren't they just talking about nuclear fallout being miles away? This camera is closer than miles away. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That guy's
Sometimes
fucked,
moves
dude.
as high as 100,000 feet. Nearly 20 miles up. Some of
Look
the
at that shit.
radioactive particles spill out near
You
the
don't want to be
explosion
anywhere
site.
near that, that's for sure.
No,
Others
sir.
may be carried
Again,
for
it's just
10,
a traveling
cloud.
cirrus cloud just dropping parts on you.
50,
You're
100
perfectly
miles or
safe
more.
from that.
Yeah.
But how will you know
If they didn't
if
have the
there
word
is
fallout, I think it was
fallout?
one of those Christmas movies.
You can't hear,
Where's Rudolph?
smell, taste, or see the radiation.
Nope.
You can't?
But you yourself can detect the
I
fallout.
feel like if it's strong enough to kill you, well, maybe a little stronger than that. You could taste it. You'd be like, tastes a little bit glowing. Tastes glowing in here.
It's kind of like iron in the air.
Right. Is there a technique like the pigeon in the mine or the canary in the mine thing? You know, you bring something weaker with you so that when it dies, you know it's time for you to leave. You know?
You just take the mouse out of your pocket, you let it run down the road, and if it turns into a giant monster and tries to kill you, radiation is bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So just take something small, because if there is radiation, it will turn into a giant monster and you will have to beat it to death.
No doubt.
Yeah, for sure, man. So just make sure to use something. Don't bring like a full-grown dog. That could be a little too large as a radiation test, or something small. That way when
Mouse,
it does...
bird.
I don't know about a bird, Phil. Something...
Lizards kind of... Yeah, you might want to stay
anything
away
that
from
can
lizards
fly
and birds.
around seems kind of terrifying. You know what I mean? How about an earthworm? If it gets big and fat, you know, it just kind of rolls around and shit. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's roll it.
Particles that produce it.
Yeah, Geiger worms.
The easiest time to do this, without special instruments, is when the fallout is settling through the air.
They mean Geiger worms. Those are the special
It
instruments.
starts any time from about 1/2 hour to several hours after the explosion, depending on how far away
Several
you...
hours after the explosion. I think you mean 50 years after the explosion. That's drink on that. That's way inaccurate, man.
are. And
Head to your nearest worm store and get some Geiger worms.
Usually, you can see the fallout. So if there has been an explosion of a nuclear weapon within a few hundred miles of you,
looks like that.
You should suspect every unusual concentration of dust in the air of being
Well,
fallout.
it hit him by now. He didn't move.
Nope.
After an explosion in daylight, watch any unusual accumulation of dust. At night, put a white or light-colored plate outside.
Flying through space?
I'm sorry. When there's nuclear radiation outside, you should go onto your porch and put a plate down to check for fallout. I think you'll know that it's radioactive when you die of lymphoma in 4 hours. Drink. That's way off, man. Holy shit.
Examine it every 15 minutes or so.
And yeah, keep going outside and picking up those rats. No!
Treat it as
Bring them
fallout.
inside.
Hey, hold it with your bare hands,
The
Drink.
particles in that
Make sure to
fallout
hold it with all
behave
3
like
hands.
miniature X-ray
Right,
machines.
with
Put your
all 3
face close
hands.
to the
Sending
plate
out
and get a good
radiation in all
look.
directions.
Taste it if you
If
can.
there are many particles, and if you are exposed to them long enough, you will be hurt.
Oh, please let him grow another limb. Like, I hope it's like a Vault-Tec commercial.
Right.
You will be
Others
hurt.
will be watching
That's all
for
he
that
said.
fallout, of course. Experts will estimate the probable
Experts.
path and speed of approaching fallout.
What are those supposed to be pictures of across the country?
Chicken?
there? I thought it was maybe a shoe print.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
What the fuck?
Fallout going downwind? I don't.
Some of them kind of look like fat, baseball bat joints. You know what I mean?
It's those clouds we saw earlier.
Oh,
just
it's
from
the
top
evil
down.
fallout clouds, of course.
It's the snow clouds.
Of
Okay.
course. They're all just
Oh, I thought-
fat on one end somehow.
I thought they were O's that were deflated.
Deflated O's.
And try
That's a
to
good name
keep
for a
it focused.
cereal.
Yeah, deflated
But
O's.
it may come before you hear any
balance.
details by radio
Yeah, deflated O's for when you're too happy with your current situation. You just need to narrow that down a little bit.
or
Let's take a
otherwise.
step back.
You must take precautions, whether you hear their reports or not.
Okay.
If radio stations are operating, you will hear reports, especially on the Conelrad frequencies 640 or 1240 on your AM
Okay,
dial.
that is no
That's
longer
still
in
true?
any way, shape, or form. What? Are they still doing that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they even still do that. There's no Conelrad shit anymore, right? Drink. Yeah,
Drink.
that's way the fuck off.
Preemptive drink.
As soon as it is safe for specially protected crews to get out into the open,
Those guys aren't even wearing helmets.
No.
And they've got motherfuckers these days wearing masks just literally everywhere. You know
Yep.
what I mean? These
Well,
guys
I think
are
he's
at a
holding a
nuclear
beer.
bomb site with a beer stein. I guess that's supposed to be a Geiger counter. But yeah, that's going to be a big drink on that. I don't think the kitchen gloves are going to cut it there, buddy.
these highly trained civil defense radiation detection teams will make a thorough check of radiation levels and
Mouthful.
characteristics. Those facts will be relayed to you
This
by
guy's just a
radio
still frame.
as fast as
No,
they
those
come
facts
into
will not be relayed to you by radio. That seems very unlikely to me. I mean, I guess operating radio stations will broadcast that stuff, but it's not like a specific emergency frequency. Emergency broadcast system would break into everything. You know, that's
I will
FCC
say
shit.
one of the beauties of radio is that when everything does go down, radio is probably going to be the only way that they will be able to.
You know, I've
communicate
actually
with
been
you.
thinking
You know,
about
FM
getting a
signals.
fucking getting a shortwave, a ham radio recently, and learning how to do that. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
I don't know, just for whatever reason. It'd be interesting. Besides, I like machines.
I'll get one too, and we'll ham it up,
Oh,
bro.
fucking sweet!
Civil
I'm in.
Defense headquarters in your area.
Like walkie-talkies when we're kids.
Information from the radiation monitoring teams
Are those
will
the
be
clouds?
combined
Are they
and
holes in the ground where there used to be cities? Is it from the bombs?
analyzed
They're
by
showing us
experts
that they
manning
were
a central
planning ahead,
radiation
yeah.
control point. These experts, who know just how fast harmful radiation reduces in
Oh
force,
boy, that map all
can
has to be
predict
moved by
when it will
hand.
be
There's no
safe for people
screens
to
that
come
big,
out
no
of
projection
shelters
that big.
and resume
Yeah.
normal tasks. We have warned that you may
Wait,
have to
he's
act
got a projector screen right there. What am I even talking about? I guess they just couldn't project
Whoa.
that size.
before you get any detailed reports. Just what
can you do?
if fallout comes your way?
Can you do?
Find the best shelter you can.
All I'm right, I'm sure. All I'm saying is the guys at Bethesda absolutely saw this one when they were
Oh, yeah.
in the beginning looking for Vault Tech stuff. This is definitely one of the influential pieces of media for Vault Tech's creation in the first place.
For
The more
sure.
solid
Has to be.
substance you can put between yourself and the fallout,
Oh boy,
The
here we
better.
go.
but an ordinary frame house with windows closed will give considerable protection.
I'm gonna let him slide because he
Drink.
used the word considerable. It is some. I mean, you can flip over rocks and it does make a difference with radiation.
In a house, it's best to get on the floor,
Still drink,
away
still
from
drink.
doors and windows. Or if you can, find a location with additional walls in the center of the building. A basement is even better if the house has one.
You're now up to 4% protection.
Large buildings, such as apartment or office buildings, give good protection. The thick, heavy masonry of their walls and floors
I
makes
feel
it
like it's the 50s and there's asbestos in those ceilings, so drink. That's incorrect. Those do
Yeah,
not provide protection. You'll get mesothelioma.
hard for radiation to get through. Basements, inside rooms,
They did
or
build stuff
corridors
out of
on the
brick
lower
back
floors
then.
are safest.
And the paint was made out of
basement of
lead.
any
The walls
house or
actually were
building will be-
probably safer then than they are now, you know?
Become a good improvised shelter.
Latex base
If you
paint won't
block
cut.
the
Yeah,
windows
latex
with
paint over
sandbags
drywall. That
and
ain't
place
nearly
other
as heavy as
sandbags
brick
on the
and lead.
floor above the shelter.
Look at
area.
this
An office full
motherfucker.
of sandbags.
Where the fuck did he get these sandbags? I mean, they got bunk beds in there and shit. Wait, how do they get out of
Jesus.
the room? Does he have to climb up the
hole.
sandbag ladder and go up to the window? Or is that just set up that way so that he can, if he's got to kill any zombies or whatever?
Oh no, they're just gonna live in that little cubby hole that section right there for the rest of their lives.
Wow.
It looks like Dad's got a tablet there. They're probably fine.
Yeah, they're watching The Masked Singer. They're cool.
Sandbags,
They're good.
thick, solid layers of
Some
books,
terrible TV
magazines,
show
or
like
newspapers,
that. Fucking
or
Nick
even a
Cannon.
series of file cabinets standing close to each other can cut the radiation danger. In some parts of the country, there are storm cellars or outside vegetable storage cellars. They may be used
That's incorrect, Drink. There are no vegetable storage cellars in most of America anymore, man. We have refrigerators now, and now it's called a crisper.
That's right.
The bottom drawer.
as shelters
Vegetable
from fallout.
storage centers.
If you plan to use such a cellar, or your basement, or any other shelter, stock it with food and supplies. To equip and supply your shelter area, you need some of the same
I don't know.
things
That kid looks like he's already got radiation sickness. He looks fucked up
That
somehow.
looks like a
You
leg
might
is
take
growing
on a
out of the
vacation
side of
camping
his body.
trip.
Yeah.
First, sleeping equipment to fit your shelter area.
Cots. Motherfucker,
Folding
cots.
Or sleeping bags and
Or
blankets.
sleeping bags.
Then, food and water.
Right.
There should be at least
Water.
a 2-week supply. You'll want
2
plenty
weeks,
of fruit juices
you'll be fine
and
after
lots
that.
of your family's
Oh, well,
favorite.
yeah, that they even said it was, only a short time that fallout would affect.
Oh yeah,
the
just a few
outdoors.
hours.
canned
Yeah.
foods. The drinking water supply should be rotated often to be sure it's fresh. And don't forget such basic needs as sugar, salt, pepper, and other seasoning that your family ordinarily uses. Now, some equipment.
Now.
A radio is very important. It should be a battery portable with spare batteries. A transistorized radio is best.
I mean, so far all of this part's accurate. The doomsday prepper shit is still pretty much right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess that really hasn't
Sure.
changed too much, huh? Meh.
It's always good to be prepared.
Why not?
Nothing wrong with that.
Batteries last longer. Next, you need light in the form of flashlights and a battery-operated
There you go.
lantern. Then,
Gotta
a
have
good
some flashlights.
first aid kit.
First aid
Now,
kit's also
plates,
important.
cups, silverware,
Right? Kitchenware.
a can opener and a bottle opener are important.
Yeah, manual
there
ones.
are many cartoons
Add to
about
these
that.
things.
Oh, wait,
You gotta have a
wait.
can opener.
Wait a minute. Now, bottle opener I'll give you, but almost all cans are pop top now. You almost never need a can opener anymore. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Sometimes you need a can opener.
Well, I'm thinking about soups, I
don't-
guess. I couldn't tell you with canned vegetables. Try to get
Yeah,
fresh.
that's-
Try to
yeah.
get fresh vegetables if I can. They may still be can opener, I guess. I only see the
like some
pop tops,
quick-
but I love soup.
Canned green beans.
Can of green
Enough
beans.
closed containers to take care of garbage and human waste. Especially if there will be children in the shelter. Include some books and magazines, paper and pencils. Maybe 1 or 2 small,
Draw.
simple games.
1 or 2 small, simple games. That's incorrect. Drink. Those kids are going to be done
Drink.
with those games tonight, and you've got 2 weeks
Yeah.
to sit with them.
Best
Yeah,
protection
you
of all
losing your
is
mind.
the special shelter built according to specifications of your local civil defense organization.
Wait a minute. You should
Drink.
check with the government to see what size your shelter should be. Incorrect. Drink.
Yeah, drink. Bad idea.
Is it okay if I use my own property and resources? Fuck you.
This has an air filter to allow ventilation, but keep dust out. And it has at
It
least
also
3
keeps
feet of
out
earth
the
over
riffraff.
it.
That's right.
It would be a good...
Wait a minute. They also said 3 feet. You need 6, clearly.
Drink.
Stone Pinochet says 1 deck card's like 100 games. That's true, but I'm just trying to find excuses to help you guys drink more. You know what I mean? You don't have to.
3
You
feet
don't
of
have to
earth
step
over
on
it.
that.
It would be a good idea to go right now to your
No, it
local
would
civil
not. That's
defense
also incorrect. Do not go
But
to your local
drink.
government right now.
office to secure plans for the type of shelter you want.
And if somebody working in your
then
local government
you get
has a
busy on
symbol like that
construction.
behind them and an armband,
Plans are simple.
run
Holy
like
shit,
hell,
that's
dude.
true.
Plans for the type of
Drink.
Oh yeah, move away from this
Look
town.
at that shit.
That's-
That is a
and the
fucking
thing is,
cult.
It is not only a cult, but that's a corporate cult. Look at that logo. That's a corporate logo. You know what
Oh
I
yeah,
mean?
it's smarmy as hell. Yeah.
This is Wayland Yutani. That's what the fuck's happening here. Move away from this town.
shelter
It's
you
Illuminati
want.
confirmed.
That's
And
right.
then to get busy on construction. Plans are simple, using standard materials. So maybe you can do the job yourself.
I don't know. He said plans are simple and you could do the job. Well, you could do the job yourself depending on the land. We couldn't here because we're at sea level, but if you lived higher up, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be that hard to dig down. I'm going to say drink anyway.
But all this special shelter talk won't help very much if you are caught way out on the open road.
That's true. Fuck
If
everything
that
we just
happens,
talked about.
Keep driving
Drink.
until you see a building, which may be a house or barn, church or school.
If there are no buildings, go under a
Drive
bridge.
as close to the building as you
If
can.
it's locked, break in.
Then get yourself and your family out of the car and take cover in the building.
Oh, thank Christ he said that. I was going to stay
I
in the
know.
car and then just drive it into the barn. That was my original plan.
Don't forget to put your left foot in front of the right one and then the right one in front of the
If
left.
you live on a farm and have sufficient warning, get your animals under cover and give them enough food and water to last several days.
Pretty sweet cow animation.
And if you can, cover any
Top
piles of hay or harvested crops that may be outside.
Wait a minute. That's not your farm.
I think he said if you live on a farm or something.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the family that was caught.
I think he changed subjects.
Okay, we gotta back that up. I'm pretty sure he just suggested you go fucking road warrior on this and just steal the farm. Let's go back.
The church or
If
school.
it is a barn you've got,
Drive as close to the building as you can. Then
You
get
steal that
yourself and your
shit.
family
Kill the
out of
owners.
the car and take cover in the building. If you live on a farm and have
Okay,
sufficient
all
warning,
right.
There you
One line of
get
dialogue.
your animals
You
under
fixed it.
cover and give them enough food and water to last several days.
And then
if you
fucking
can,
forget it, because you ain't
cover
going
any
back
piles of
outside.
hay or harvested crops that may be outside. If the explosion has been some miles away, you will have time to fill tubs and other containers with water before fallout arrives. All
Are you
locations
sure about
where
that if you have
outside
municipal
dust does
water? A
not
lot less
penetrate will
wells
be
now than
safe
there were in the
storage points
50s.
for
I say
water.
drink.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of shelter you find, settle down and make the best of it. If there are others with you, help them by being as calm as you can. And
Okay, that's
don't
accurate.
be discouraged.
Well,
You can go out
Drink.
for very brief periods if you are well covered and keep
Oh.
the dust off
this
your
motherfucker got a
That's a
goddamn
big
Gordon's
drink.
fisherman outfit on and thinks he's safe to go out in radiation. That's going to be a drink. That's going to be a finisher drink.
Definite
slicker.
drink.
Don't forget your slicker on account of the radiation.
Young Bradley says, bow down before the great humongous, the Lord humongous, the Ayatollah of rock and roller.
skin. Wear heavy boots or shoes.
Heavy
and pants
boots.
tucked in or tied around the bottom to keep dust out.
No,
don't worry
that's
about a
not-
mask.
If any dust gets on you, brush it off promptly.
Oh, my.
Okay, that's going to be a drink. Brushing off radiation does not work.
And when you have a chance,
I do keep a
wash
Wait a
brush
minute,
on me
didn't
at all
he
times.
just say the water was going to be poisoned? What the fuck is this dude taking a shower? Drink.
it off. That dust can burn your skin.
Use
But
radioactive
what
water
happens if
to
you
clean
do get
yourself.
exposed to a great deal of fallout? Food or water has been contaminated by the dust.
Fallout can cause... Okay, everybody fill in the blank and put your answer in the chat.
Fallout can cause blank blank.
I'm going to say permanent mutations. What do you think, Phil? Need 2
Fallout
words.
can cause huge dongs.
Damn, Phil, you took my answer. Oh, put me on the spot.
Duel, what do you got?
I'm going to say extra arms since you took my other
Extra
third leg
arms.
answer.
San Miguel
Osborne
says
says-
superpowers.
It says erectile dysfunction. Old Man Infield says Fallout can cause butt cancer. Metal Kitsune says Fallout can cause immediate death. Mentrex says Fallout can cause super mutants. Cracktoon
Yep.
says Fallout can cause bad albums. Megaru says Fallout can cause lots of death. I bean theater. I bean the arter. I never can tell exactly what that says. Says extra decks. None of it says liver failure. And San Miguel says superpowers. God damn.
Feral ghouls. This
All
is how
right,
you
here
get
we
feral
go.
ghouls.
Internal damage may occur.
Oh, no, we didn't guess it. No
When
points.
dust has been left on skin, there will be skin burns.
Ken Burns?
When you have been
Is it a
near dust
document? All right.
Burns.
too long, there may be radiation sickness.
Radiation sickness. Fuck, we didn't get any
Exposure
points.
can
We didn't
even
guess any
cause
of them.
death. If you have had considerable exposure, you will vomit and grow weak.
I swear I thought he was about to say you will vomit and grow arms. God, we were so
Yeah,
close.
It almost
Oh, I
sounded
would've
like
won
you said
that.
you will vomit and grow weed.
But after a few hours, this sensation will pass,
Okay, that's definitely not correct. Drink.
Drink.
and by the next day, you may have had the last of it. Even if you have been exposed to excessive fallout, you may eat and drink just as you normally would. But don't force yourself. Whether you have had these symptoms or not, if civil defense radio announcements have said that radiation has been high in your section, keep an eye on your condition for the
Section?
next few days. Watch especially for these developments in the 2 weeks following exposure.
Okay, guesses in the chat. He's about to give a list of symptoms where you can guess to find out whether or not you have radiation poisoning. What do you think he's got out
Oh
there?
shit. Oh,
So Peter Shea says,
shit.
"Oh, then your skin falls off." Got it. I was way off, man.
Teeth falling out.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. If your teeth fall out, you may want to consult a physician. Funk Doc says hair loss, vomiting. Homie Phil says your balls fall off. Big Joe says upset
Cloudy
stomach.
eyes.
Darlow says loss of skin. Austin says
Seeing
advocating
spots.
for socialism. Okay, let's see what we got.
All these medical things always said
Return
seeing
of
spots
nausea.
back in the day.
Right?
Sore throat.
Sore throat.
Bruise spots developing without any known reason.
What? Just
Wow.
capillaries bursting in your hands, I guess.
Loss of hair.
Oh no.
Whoa.
These conditions, or nosebleed, or diarrhea, should be reported to a doctor
Grinding
or
axe got
to the
it.
nearest first
Grinding
aid
axe gets a
station
point for
set
diarrhea.
up under civil defense plans.
Again, incorrect. Incorrect. Do not consult your federal government on this. Drink. That is
Yeah.
not correct, sirs.
Unless civil defense teams have warned that your area is still dangerously radioactive, you can get out and work to help yourself and help others.
Wrong. Incorrect, dude. This guy clearly is dying from radiation poisoning.
Although
Show off your
fallout
new
can be
hairdo.
deadly,
Yeah.
your chances of avoiding damage from it are much better if you follow the directions we have given you.
No.
Drink.
That's gonna be a drink, too.
During an alert, keep your portable radio tuned to the Conelrad radio frequencies,
Okay, again, dude, guys.
June.
640 and 1240 on the AM dial, for the latest reports and advice. Right now,
None of your business says, damn it, G, I gotta tap out. I just went through almost a whole bottle of scotch.
today, before there is a
I've done that before,
Take
Nunya.
time
I've
to
done
learn
that.
Champion.
civil defense
He has. I
5
remember that
steps
show.
To safety. Learn warning signals and what they mean.
Yep.
Learn your community plan for emergency action.
If you mean the
protection
people
from
you live around,
radioactive
okay.
Fallout. Learn first aid and home emergency preparedness steps.
Yeah.
And learn how to use Conelrad.
Incorrect. Do not learn how to
40
use
or
Conelrad.
1240 on
Drink.
the AM dial for official directions.
There it is, guys. Give it up. Give it up. That was a good one. Oh my God, they put the fucking logo at the end. Ah!
Join us. One of us.
Join
One
us.
of us. Google gobble. Google
Google
gobble.
gobble. Oh my God, man. That was great. That was a great PSA. And guys, if you follow our tips, you can stay safe this Christmas season as well and find out what makes you special.
Yes.
Hey, and that's a segment. Paya! Oh, did I update the reel? Somebody made a Walter Cronkite meme of me that says, and that's a segment on it. That's pretty good. I don't know if I put it in the reel yet.
I'm not a criminal. I'm an artist working in an unpopular medium. Can I just speak to you? I mean, really speak to you like man to man. I've known you for a long time, William. And I know about your penchant for spying on women.